Hi, and welcome everyone to AutoCAD system. Thank you for joining today's free online lesson. First of all, my name is Nur Akila. I'm the technical TNM here in AutoCAD system. So, I hope you guys can see my screen and also can hear my voice. Right. Okay, for today's free online lesson, we have managing geometric constraint in AutoCAD. So basically, if you guys familiar with Inventor or Revit, in Inventor and Revit also have constraint, right? So same goes to AutoCAD. All right, let's go to our lesson agenda for today. How to manage geometric constraint to Sketch. So for today, I will share with you guys how I manage geometric constraint in my Sketch, right? And what is a geometric constraint? Generally, parametric drawing is the method for designing with constraint, which are 2D geometric-based association and restrictions. Constraints are used in the design phase of a project to maintain requirement while experimenting with other ideas or making improvements. So basically, geometric constraint is it can control the relationship of objects with respect to each other. Okay, so that's how the geometric constraint means. So without further ado, let me show you how to manage geometric constraint in Sketch. Okay, now I have my Sketch open, and I want to apply a constraint to this Sketch. So, as you guys know that in parametric constraint geometry, it have 12 tools. For the first tool is coincident. What coincident can do is it constrain 2 points together or a point to a curve. It can connect 2 lines, for example, right? And then we have collinear. Collinear, it constrain 2 lines or more lines, segment to lie along the same line. And then we have concentric. Concentric, it constrains 2 arcs or ellipse with the same center point. And then we have parallel. Parallel, what it can do is it cause selected lines to lie parallel to each other. Okay, it will have the same angle. And then we have perpendicular. Perpendicular, it can cause selected lines to lie 90 degrees to one another. Okay, lines do not have to intersect to be perpendicular. And then we have tangent. Tangent, it constrains 2 curves to maintain a point with tangency to each other, right? So a circle can be tangent to a line, even if the circle does not touch the line. Also, a curve can be tangent to another curve, even if they do not physically share a point. Later, I will show you how tangent works, right? And then we have smooth, which smooth can do, it constrains a spline to contiguous and maintain G2 continuity with another spline, line, arc, and polyline. So for smooth constraint, it only works with spline and spline, spline and line, spline and arc, or spline and polyline. And then we have horizontal. Horizontal can cause line or pairs of points to lie parallel to the x-axis of the current coordinate system. And then same for the vertical. For vertical, it constrains line to lie parallel to the y-axis. Right? For horizontal and vertical, you can select different constraint point on the same object or different object. Right? And then we have symmetric. What symmetric do is equal selected object to become symmetric constraint about a selected line. So it should have a symmetric line in order to do symmetric constraint. Right? For next is we have equal. What equal constraint can do, it resize selected arc and circle to the same radius or selected lines to the same line. So it share the same radius. For example, you have two circle. You want to have the circle A with circle B have the same radius or diameter, you can use equal constraint. Let me admit participant. Welcome to Lee Jindy. Thank you for joining. All right. And then lastly, we have fits. What fits can do is it's lock points and curve in position. So it's easy to use fits constraint where you don't want to move your object or sketch. All right. So let me show you how I apply those constraints in my sketch. For example here, if you can see in this circle of the tire, if I move this circle, so as you can see, I can move it out for this from the center line. So I want to put a constraint on it so that it cannot move. What I do is I can use concentrate, and then I select the first object and then select the second object. This is why, because I want to move back the big circle here and in here. So I need to select this as the first object and then select this as second object. So it will move the circle, move back to the origin point. And also for the spoke, also it can move. So let me put a constraint on it. I will use coincident, which I want to lock this spoke in the center. So I click this line, this point first, and then this center of the spoke, right? And then now you can see that it still moves because I don't need. Right, let me do it. Okay, select this and this line, right? And then if I move, I still can move the spoke, right? What I can do is you can use this and then this. Right. Okay. And then we have this line, and then this line is it can move. So to put a constraint on it, I can use tangent to tangent this line with the circle. Okay, select the circle first and select the line. So I will apply the same constraint to the bottom. Select the first circle and then select the line. Right, same goes to this. Select the first circle and then select the second object, which is the line. And then here. Let me change. Okay. Okay, now circle is alright. I want to lock this circle to the center. And then for this line or the body, I want to make it coincident to each other to this point. So to do that, I can use coincident. Select this line and select this. So if I move this to, it will coincident. It will constrain to each other. Then I will apply it to the 3 line. Same. Click this and then click this. I will repeat. Click this, and for the last line, click this. Right? If I move, okay, as you can see here, it moved, right? And then I want to lock this point. I can use lock fix constraint and then select the point to lock. Okay, so now it cannot move. All right, and then I want to put constraint on here. I can use coincidence, select here and select this. So this feather will not move. It will attach with the line. But in here, as you can see, it can move. So I will put constraint. I can use let's say move like that. I can use vertical to move it back to the y-axis, and then this to this. So, okay, to this. Okay, as I put the constraint on this side, as you can see here, this point it don't connect. The line is now not connect. So to connect it is can use coincident. I want to connect this to this, so I need to select this as the first point, and then select this. Right? Okay. And then I want to same here. I want to put constraint for the vertical. This and then select this. I need to put because I don't put any constraint to all. So if I create a constraint at some point, and the other will mess up because it have not constraint yet. So let me connect it. Right. Okay. So and then here for this line, okay, let's say I lock this point. Okay, here you can see the line is down move. And for the front tire, okay, I already put the constraint for the concentric and coincident, but it still can move. So what I do is I can just lock the object or the point. So if I want to lock this object, I can select object instead of point, and then select this object. See, the tire is not moved. But if I move this, it moves. So I can lock the point or this object. Fix, select object, and then click on this object. So now it only moves on here. Okay, I can put constraint on it. Right. So in this case, I use coincident a lot. Okay, it's okay. Because I already put the constraint on it. So let's see. Okay, I just need to lock. Okay, lock the point. So now it doesn't move. All right. And then here I don't put any constraint yet. So let me put it. Okay, I want to connect this back to this point. Okay, and then here is two different lines. So I want to put the coincident here. This line. Also this is. Okay. All right. Okay. Other than you put one by one constraint to the sketch, you can also put auto constraint on it. Okay. What auto constraint can do, it apply multiple geometric constraint to the selected object. Okay. And then I can manage which constraint I want to use for auto constraint by clicking on this area for constraint setting. I click on that. And then under auto constraint, here is the constraint type that I want that I can use. For example, I want to use this and this and this, and also you can enable or enable it. Let's say for the auto constraint, you just want to use coincident, collinear, and parallel. You can uncheck the others, right? Let me turn on it back. And also, if you want to prioritize some constraint type, let's say you want to prioritize the concentric, you can click on that and then just move up to one, for example, right? Then that's set. Okay. And then to use auto constraint, I click auto constraint, and then now I need to select object. Let's say I don't want to put constraint one by one on here on this seat object. And then I can just drag this and then click enter. Now, two constraints have added to the seat. Okay, it more to save time. So I want to use auto constraint here for this object. Enter, and then now constraint is auto added to the sketch, right? Okay. Other than this, here we have show height, show all, hide all button. Okay, let's say I want to hide all. I can click hide all, and all the constraint bar will hide. Or if I want to turn on it back to show all, and the constraint bar will show. Also, if I want to make a section, or like I want to hide on some place, let's say I want to hide in this place, click show, hide, and then select object, which is this. All right, and then enter, and then I want to hide the constraint bar, just hide, and then the constraint bar will disappear. Okay. And then again, if I want to hide in this area, I can select this area and then click enter and hide. Or if you want to show it back, click enter and then click select show to show it back. Right. Then let's say I hide all constraint, and then all constraint is now disappear. But if I select the line, okay, you can see if I select the line, the constraint will appear. Right? It appear here. The constraint will appear. But if I want to control it, I don't want to turn on the constraint bar. If I click this, I can manage it under this constraint setting, under geometric. I can uncheck the show constraint bar after applying, and also show constraint bar when objects are selected. So when I uncheck those two, I click OK, and then when I click back on the object, it now the constraint bar doesn't appear, but the constraint is still there, right? Okay, so let's see. I want to show one thing. Let's see where is the part that I don't put constraint yet. Say for this light, alright. I want to put coincident constraint, and then okay, I can just lock or fix the object. So this, it still moves. So select this one. Okay, that's how I apply constraint, geometric constraint to my sketch. So that's the example of how I manage, how I can manage the geometric constraint in my sketch. So for the quick recap on what we have learned today is for coincident, which you can connect these two lines using coincident constraint. Okay, I select this and then select this. Okay, now I connect it to this one point. Okay, and then for the collinear, I want to have this line to have the same, to lie the same line with this. Can use coincident and collinear. Select this first and then select this, right? The line is lie in the same basis or same line, even though I move the line. Okay, and then we have concentrate, which concentrate can do is it can share the same point. Let's say I want to share circle B with A, click B, and then click A. Right. Okay, you have to know which object you want to select because it's very crucial. For example, you want to move B inside A, so you need to select B first, and then okay, again select B first and select A. Okay, first concentrate, it share the same point. So even though I move it around, the up for A and B still move the same point. Okay, and then for the smooth, I don't show smooth in my sketch, so I will show it here. Select smooth, and then smooth. What it can do, it can connect these two spine. I have spine A and spine B, and I want to connect A to B. Select B and select A. Okay. Now, as you can see, it tries so hard to make it a smooth line, right? When I move, it still connect very smoothly. Okay. For the smooth, it's only apply for spine and line, spine and arc, or spine and spine. For example, I have spine here, and then I have line here, and I want to connect it together. You use smooth. So this, like this, and now you can see the line is connected very smoothly. And then we have horizontal. Okay, horizontal. This horizon this line, or I want to make this line horizontal. Okay. Same goes to vertical, but it lies 90 degrees to it lies to the y-axis. Right. And then we have parallel. Parallel is it parallel this line. Okay. Select line A, select B, and then these two will parallel to each other. Also for the perpendicular, it will parallel 90 degrees. So even though the line is not connected, but it's still perpendicular to each other. Right. For the tangent, it's very basic. If I want to make this line to tangent with this circle, I need to select the circle first and then select the line. So if I move, the line is still tangent with the circle. So if I select the circle first, if I select the line first and then I select the circle will tangent with the line. Right? That's the difference. Okay, and then for the symmetry it can for the symmetry it can constrain two curve, or for example here I have two ellipses and I want to constrain it to maintain the same selected lines or symmetric to each other. So I can click symmetric, click the first ellipse and the second ellipse, and then I need to select the first object and select the second object, and then now I need to select the symmetric line. So for symmetric, you need to have an axis or a line to make it symmetric to each other. So that if I move these two ellipses, okay, it share the same center or the same radius with the symmetric line. It's symmetrically constrained. And then for the equal, let's say I want circle A to have the same radius with circle B. I can click B and then click A. See? If I undo and then I want B to have the same radius with A, I need to select A first and then select B. See the difference? And then lastly, we have fits. Okay. Fits have two options, which is fits to the point or fits the object. Let's say I want to fix the circle to a point and then click this circle. And then I cannot move the circle anymore, but I still can move the circle, the center, the radius, I mean. Alright, because I just only fix the point. Okay, let's say I want to fix this object. Select fix and then select object. Then select this spline. See? Now I cannot move the spline. The point, the vertex point here, I cannot move because I fixed the object. Alright. So alright. Okay. Most of the geometric constraint work the same way. Okay, if you select an object to create constraint and then select another match to match it, it will follow. And then okay, and then you can only constrain two objects at a time. But you can use multiple constraint to constrain multiple objects. Okay, if you copy one of the constraint object, the constraint does not copy with it. Right. Okay. Can we use tangent for spline and circle? Right. Can we use tangent for spline or circle? Right. Let me try. Spline and circle. Let's say I have one spline here. And then I have a circle. And then I want to tangent these two. Okay, set tangent. Let's say I want to tangent this to this circle. Select the circle first and then select this. Alright. As you can see here, it appear invalid selection for tangent. Okay, because for spine and circle, it can tangent. It can connect together to tangent, right? I hope that answer your question, Muhammad Sam. Right. Okay. If you guys have any other question, you can ask now. So, and then in the meantime, I want to bring you to our website. If you guys are new here, you can go to our website. Okay, open any browser and type in acadsystems.com. Alright, if you are new here, this is our website homepage. Okay, if you want to know about us, you can click here. And if you want to explore what product that we sell, you can click under product, and we have many product here. And also, when you scroll down, you can see the latest Autodesk promotion and news here. And also, if you scroll down lagi, you can see our latest upcoming Autodesk online lesson. So for tomorrow, we have quick ball bearing in Inventor. So if you guys have free time, you guys can join this free online lesson to create ball bearing in Inventor. So to join, you can click this. You can click this, right? And then you can fill in your RSVP here to place your seat. Okay. And also, if you have any inquiry regarding Autodesk software or training, you can have a live chat with us by clicking on this icon. We have live chat, and our available team will respond to you immediately. And so, if you don't want to have live chat, you can also simply fill in the form, and then you can ask any query you want to ask us. Okay, and then when you scroll down, you can also find us in our social media, Facebook, YouTube. Okay, if you go to our YouTube channel, here there are various of video for our previous lesson. You can learn free from here, and it would be great if you could subscribe to our channel, and thank you if you do. So, okay. Let's see if there is any question. Okay, there is no question. So that's conclude our lesson for today. I hope to see you guys in our next free online lesson. Thank you guys for joining today's free online lesson. Thank you KJ. Thank you May. Thank you MJ, Muhammad Sam. Thank you for joining us. Alright, I want to end this session for now. Hope to see you again. Bye and Assalamualaikum.